Hello. Hi, good evening.
Hi.
It's Rachel, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. And by the way, can you hear and see me clearly?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So, in tonight's class, which part would you like to work on?
Um, part two or part three.
Okay, so we can have both, and we will begin with part two first. But do you have a specific topic that you would like to work on, or not really?
Not really.
Okay, so I will be sharing my screen with you this time so that we can start. Let's work on what we have right here on our teaching page instead. Okay, there you go. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So before we start, our topic here can actually be combined with other two topics. So basically, we will be combining three topics, or would you like to work on one topic only?
Three topics.
Okay. So let's then try to practice part two tonight. Okay. So in this class, we will be working on three topics, namely, okay, an argument two of your friends had, a disagreement you had with someone, and a time when you forgot or missed an appointment. So to give you some ideas, I would like you to read a sample storyline here first. Go on.
I once missed a job interview because I was arguing with my roommates about course. Later, two friends had a similar dispute, but they resolved it cleanly, teaching me communication matters.
Okay, very good. So before we move on, I would just like you to repeat these words after me. Please, we have chores.
Chores,
Very good. Calmly.
humbly.
Very well said. Great job. So as you can see, this answer, although it's quite short, it already contains three topics, right? Firstly, an argument two of your friends had. We have here two friends had a similar dispute. Similar dispute here means to say that they also argued about chores. Okay. Then we have here a disagreement you had with someone. The speaker mentioned, I was arguing with my roommate about chores. Lastly, we have here a time when you forgot or missed an appointment. It is also mentioned right here. I once missed a job interview because I was arguing with my roommate. Okay. Three topics in one answer. So this can serve as your guide. Now, this time, I would like for us to create your own answer. And before we do so, let's try to create some keywords first. Okay. Could you please give me some keywords concerning a time when you forgot or missed an appointment? Could you please tell me what the appointment was for?
Um,
Or you may also try to have here some, let's say this one, ideas. Yes.
mm,
Oh, hello.
um,
I
Actually, the only thing I can recall is that I missed the flight, but I mm, uh, but I think it's not related to this topic.
all right. Or would you need help creating your story or your storyline?
Yes.
Okay, so you mentioned you missed a flight. That's actually a very good one. Okay. So let's have here missed flight. Okay. And then perhaps you had a disagreement with someone. It's either before, okay, sorry. Let's have here the first one missed a flight. Then, what about the disagreement? Did you have a disagreement with someone before or after the flight? When would you like to have it?
Um, mm, Let me think.
Okay, take your time, no problem.
Mm, Before the flight, because um, if I want to go to the um airport, I need to um um I need to buy the high-speed rail ticket. Yes. Um, my mom say maybe before the flight, 4 hours is more reliable, but I think maybe 3 hours is enough.
So you then had the argument with your mom, right?
Yes.
Okay. So just to clarify, before we move on, then you've mentioned because if I want to, or did you mention went? This
Yes.
one. Okay. Thank you. Now, let's then have here your third topic. What would be our storyline for this one? An argument two of your friends had. Yes.
Mm, Arguments between two friends. Uh,
Let me try to check for some. Okay, this one. Or it could also be related to the situation that you experienced.
no, I I can't think of.
So I have a suggestion to make here, and it would be up to you if you would like to combine these two topics only, or you would like to combine the three. Okay, so you've missed a flight, right? Perhaps you were going to travel with your friends, this one. And then, since you missed it, your two friends that were waiting for you, they argued, okay, about, then let's try to have this one. So we could try to say argued about splitting travel costs because you were not there anymore, right?
Yeah.
Because you were included in the travel costs, but since you didn't arrive, they argued over it. Would that be okay? Or would you like to combine these two topics only?
Uh, Three topics.
Okay. Would you like to use this storyline?
Yes.
Okay. So let's then try to create your main points one by one first to be more specific. So this one is our storyline, and these right here would be our specific details. Okay. So let's start with this one. And who did you make the appointment with?
Uh, my mom,
Okay. And then why did you forget or miss this appointment?
because um, false time scheme.
A time, sorry, a time scheme. This one.
Yes.
Okay. Could you please tell me how you felt about this experience?
Um, uh, air tickets are so expensive.
The t- so- And then you already plan to travel with your friends, right?
Uh, maybe I need to feel sorry.
Okay. So you try to say, I feel sorry. Okay. There you go. So we are now done with your preparation for your first topic. Let's move on to your second topic. Okay. A disagreement you had with someone. So you had the argument with,
Um, sorry. Uh, mom,
uh, yes, very good. And what was the disagreement about?
still time scheme.
Okay. And then what happened? Would you like to copy this one?
Yes.
Okay, let's copy what you've given right here. Then how did you feel about it? Still the same as this. Oh, how did you feel about the argument or the disagreement?
Um, still need to listen to my mom.
Okay. Listen to my. All right, there we have it. And then let's move on to your third topic, an argument two of your friends had. When did it happen?
Uh,
Or since we've mentioned about traveling, perhaps you can say right after your graduation or any specific event.
mm, uh, when I still on the high speed train.
Okay. High speed train. And how many months, weeks, or days ago or years ago did it happen?
Uh, mm, 2 years ago.
Okay. And what was the argument about? We have,
Uh, splitting travel cost.
very good, travel costs. And how was it solved?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. So we have here another idea, perhaps, or since you missed the, let's say, the trip, would it be fine if we add that you still, okay, oh sorry, okay, I still, or we can say I decided, okay, to contribute my part. because you were supposed to contribute to the travel costs, right?
Mm,
This one? Okay. Would this be okay? Or would you like to change it?
it's okay.
Okay. So, how did you feel about it?
Um, I don't know
Uh,
because it's not real.
all right. So, perhaps you can still use this one. You feel sorry.
So,
Okay. There we go. So, this right here then is your preparation. So, we will be, allow me to open another window first so that I can still share this screen with you. Okay. Just a second. I'll be sharing two parts of my screen so
okay.
that you'll have something to look at later on. Just a moment. Let me try to open it first. Okay, just a second. Oh, sorry. Okay, there we go. So let me try to split it. And then I'll be sharing two parts of my screen with you this time. There we go. Are you seeing two parts of my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So this time, we will now then be combining your topics together. We already did. Have you practiced the IMF method before or not yet?
I know that, but I still can't use it.
Okay, no problem. So we will try to do it together instead. And to begin your answer, I would like you to choose one among these options. Which one would you like to use?
Um, I'm going to tell you about.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about. Okay, there we have it. And then in your introduction, we will be needing all three of them. Okay, so that if the examiner asks you to describe either of them, you already have something prepared to say. All right. So I'm going to tell you about, yes,
Mm,
let's start with a time when, mhm,
a time when 2 years ago,
yeah, or apart from 2 years ago, we will be focusing on these details.
uh,
The- And right here, oh, sorry, this one. We could have when I missed. Missed what? What did you miss? We have,
uh, missed the flight.
yes, okay, missed a flight, which led to what?
Um, late to a disagreement with mom.
Okay, there we go. Agreement. Oh, sorry. Agreement with my mom. And
And an argument two of my friends.
okay, yes. Would you like to add more details or none so far?
Down so far.
Okay, so there we have it. This right here then is your introduction. So this time, we will now then try to paraphrase your introduction. And as per usual, we will be focusing. Okay, sorry, let me just try to type it right here. Okay, focus. Now, we will then be focusing on your accuracy, vocabulary, and the organization of your answer. Okay, so these are our main targets tonight. So let's start. We have here, I'm going to tell you about a time. Now, what word would you like to use to describe this time? What adjective?
Mm,
Is it memorable or wonderful? Uh-huh.
Memorable.
Okay, let's use memorable. All right. Sorry, I forgot to add when I missed a flight, which led to a disagreement with my mom and an argument, what word should we add here in the middle of argument and to?
Um, of.
Could be or apart from of when we are talking about two people, because for many we use among, right? For two,
Between
very good. Okay? Between two of my friends. All
friends.
right. There we go. Oh, sorry. Between two of my friends. All right. Do you have some questions or clarifications about this one?
No.
Okay. So we are now done with what the appointment was for. We already mentioned you missed a flight, right? And
Yes.
then the argument or the disagreement you already mentioned with my mom. And we already mentioned this one, but we haven't mentioned anything from this one yet. So this time we will now move on to your M or your main points. And okay, whenever you start your main points, I would like you to begin with this phrase. I'm not quite sure if I taught you this one before, but we have the phrase, I still vividly remember that. Then you can add when, where, what, or depending on your choice. Okay. So you can say, it means I still clearly remember that 1 year ago, 2 years ago, or anything. Okay. So let's use this phrase to begin your main points or the details right here. Okay. So let's say, I still vividly remember that. Yes. Let's start with this one.
Um, 2 years ago,
Yes. What happened?
I travel with my friends
Where? Let's add more details.
to where? Uh,
It could be another country or it could be within China.
mm, to Japan.
Japan. As now, why did you plan to travel with your friends? Is it for a celebration of something or just to relax or Mhm.
Um, mm, just to relax.
we could try to say, how would you
Um,
like to add that detail right here? Go on.
I travel with. Um, as we finished our first semester, um, and we want to relax. Wanted to.
Yeah, very good. Wanted to relax. All right, there we go. So we are now done with this one. All right. Now, let's try to add more details, okay, just to give a context. Let's talk about plans, okay? The budget and what you are supposed to do or where you are supposed to go, okay? To
Um,
do or go. So that we can add this detail later on, okay? Like, how would you like to say it? If you'll be having a hard time transitioning, you can use our connectors right here. This one.
um, before we go, Uh,
We
we searched lots of information um, about Japan traveling.
planning. Planning what?
Planning where we go, what we eat. Yes. Uh,
Then let's have here splitting. What did you split?
uh, Splitting travel costs.
Very good. Then let's have here ahead of time. Okay, which just basically means this one. All
Okay.
right. Okay, very good. So there we have it. So before we move on, let's try to paraphrase these sentences first. Okay, before we move on. So we have here, I still vividly remember that 2 years ago, instead of saying I travel, it didn't happen, right? Because you missed your flight.
Traveled. Yes.
Okay, so perhaps you can try to add the term I decided to.
To travel.
That's right. You can also use planned here. I planned to travel with my friends to Japan as we finished our first semester and we wanted to relax. Very good. Now, let's have here first semester in, where was that? Okay, finish. First semester in, was it your,
In university.
okay, very good, in university. And now for the word relax, this is actually good, but I would like for us to upgrade it.
Mhm.
It's either take a breather or take a break, or you can also try to have here let one's hair down. One's here would now then depend on who we are talking about. Okay, so which among these options would you like to practice?
Uh, Sorry, but I have questions about
Yes,
um unwind is also same meaning of relax.
yes, definitely, and wind. There you go. Would you like to use this
It's
one?
nouns or other.
Sorry, they you could say we wanted to unwind like this.
So it's a nouns.
Sorry, it's
Uh, I mean nouns.
non. Or how do we spell it?
Uh, N O U N.
You mean to say if unwind is now? Did I
Yes.
get it right? Okay. So unwind is primarily a verb, but it could also be used as a noun. Okay.
Okay.
Because here, wanted to do, okay, it is a verb in a sense. All right.
Yes.
Wanted to unwind. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So we have, as we finished our first semester in university and we wanted to unwind. Okay, let's use this vocabulary. Okay. Before we go, we searched apart from what could be
Mm,
another upgraded vocabulary?
Uh,
Yes. Yes,
um,
you've mentioned went, right?
yes.
Okay, that's actually great. But to be more upgraded, let's also use departed. Okay?
Yeah.
It
Departed.
means yes, go. We searched what word should we add between searched and for? Uh, sorry, there should be four. Sorry for that. So there should be four between searched and lots. Okay, I apologize. So we have before we departed, we searched for lots of information about Then let's have here Japan trip.
Trips.
Okay, there we go. Planning where to go or to eat. Okay, so we have, let's remove two here and just say where or eat. Okay, because you already have two in this part. Okay,
Okay.
splitting travel costs ahead of time. All right, so we now provided a context concerning your travel. Okay, then let's add some details about these. Okay, before we move on to this one, let's have here, however, oh, sorry, what happened
Um,
on the day
mm,
or how would you like to add it? We will be talking about what happened when you missed the appointment.
however, uh, I didn't calculate the time in advance. Mm, lead to I missed the flight.
Okay, there we go. Then let's have here, actually, then let's talk about what your mother mentioned.
Actually, my mom mm, advised previously about booking tickets. Mm, she thought maybe I sorry. Uh, she thought maybe to book tickets before the flight 4 hours is more adequate. Uh, but I thought 3 hours can figure out. Uh, yes.
Okay, so let's then try to paraphrase these details before we move on. Okay, so we
Okay.
have, however, I didn't calculate the time in advance. Now let's then have here on the day, on the day of what? Try to say, or what about, let's say, our scheduled trip? This one. On the day of our scheduled trip, I didn't calculate the time in advance. Instead of just saying lead,
That
or we can use this as an ing word. Okay,
leading.
leading. Yes. But if you would like to use led, there should be which right before it. It should be which led. Okay. But here you can just say leading. Now,
Okay.
instead of saying to I, whose missed flight? To, we can use my. Miss here should be, yes, it should be missed. Okay. There we go. Let's then remove the here. Okay. Leading to my missed flight. Right? Is it clear? Do you have some questions?
No.
All right. Actually, my mom advised it happened in the past.
Advised.
Very good. Okay. Advised whom?
Advised me.
Good. Okay. Previously about booking tickets. Now let's try to be specific here. Tickets for what?
Highway. No, sorry. High speed.
All right. High speed.
Speed rail.
Sorry. Okay. This one, right? Okay. So we have about booking high-speed railway tickets, which are, and do you need this ticket to for what?
Um, Go to the airport. Went to the
Ah,
airport.
all right. Thank you very much. So let's say someone advised me previously about booking high-speed railway tickets, which I needed
Wait.
to. So since we have two, instead of saying
Go
went, we could now have yes. Very good. Go to the airport.
airport.
Very good. There we go. Now, go to here is already great, but I would like for us to use head. Head is another vocabulary for go. Okay, this one. All right. So I needed to head to the airport. Okay. She thought that, okay, let's add that here. Okay. Then instead of saying maybe, we will be removing this one completely.
Me.
Okay. She thought that doing something, book should be
Booking.
very good. Tickets, then you have here 4 hours. Sorry, you have here 4 hours. I would like for us to remove it from here, and we will be adding 4 hours somewhere else, which is here. 4 hours before the flight. Okay, there you go. Is it happened in the past? Is here should be
Was.
very good. Was more adequate. Very good vocabulary. But I thought yes, let's have here 3 hours. Instead of saying can, let's have here was. Are you familiar with the word sufficient? This
Yes.
one. Okay. To figure, for whom? For
For
who will get the tickets? We have
me.
me. Okay. To figure, then let's add it here. To figure it out. It here means booking the tickets. Okay. All right. Any questions?
No.
All right, there we go. Looking at what I thought 3 hours was sufficient for me to figure it out. So we are now done with these. All right. Now let's try to add more details here. Okay. Resulting, we have what is our topic.
This agreement.
Okay. How would you like to add that one right here? Go on.
Uh, um, Resulting.
Let's
I missed
in.
the flight. A
Oh, yes.
resulting. I missed the flight.
Yeah. Or could be, but we already added that one right here. So we will
Um,
be highlighting. your this one disagreement with your mom. Okay.
Okay.
So how would you like to phrase it? Resulting in what could be
Um,
another? Yes, go on.
Arguments
Very good. Okay. In an argument between whom?
between my mom.
Yes. Or you can say my mom and I, right? Or my
Yeah,
mom and me. But in this case, you could just have us.
it's me us. Yes.
That's right. Because you already have I and she here. So you can say resulting in an argument between us. Okay. Here we go. So let's now then have here when I arrived at the airport, what happened?
Uh,
I felt. How did you feel? And did you call your friends? Or did they already leave you?
already leave.
Okay, so how would you like to say it? Go on.
Uh, my friends already um depart.
Making me, or how did that make you feel?
Make me feel sorry.
And
And your tickets is so expensive. Uh, no, air.
air, air tickets,
Yes,
like
air.
this.
Uh, air tickets are.
Okay, thank you. All right. All right, so, all right. Go. So then let's try to go back to this one. Okay, that your friends argued, right? So since they left you at the airport, after how many hours did they call you? After, let's say they already arrived at Japan, right? And they called you or they messaged you.
Uh, message.
So we could try to say. So then how many hours would we have it right here? Or from China to Japan, how long does it take?
It depends on what province you are.
All right. So in your area, are you in Beijing, Shanghai, or
No, I'm in Xinjiang.
okay? Perhaps we could estimate it as three
Maybe
to 4 hours, or
from Xinjiang to Zhejiang
oh,
province, maybe 7 hours. Uh, to Japan, maybe 8 or 9. I
mm,
don't.
all right. So we could try to have here after. Let's have here about after about 8 or 9 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we have after about 8 or 9 hours, my friends
Send message.
saying that did they argue or what happened to them?
Um, saying that um they have some dispute about splitting travel cost.
As Why did they argue about this one?
Uh, I don't know.
As let's Okay, so let's have here as no one was there to cover my, let's use
Expenses.
expenses. Okay, then let's have here my intended expenses. All right. Are you familiar with the term intended here? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So then,
Maybe I know the verb intend, but this is a adjective or
sorry, the word intend.
uh I mean intend is a verb,
In this case, it is an adjective.
adjective.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we have here as no one was there to cover my intended expenses. Okay. All
Okay.
right. And then what did you do? How would you I have here a connector or some connectors which we can practice to express a result. Okay. Which among these would you like to use?
Consequence.
Yes. Very good. Okay. Let's use consequently. Yes. What did you do then?
I decided to contribute my part. Decided to contribute my part. Uh,
And did you also apologize to them or what did
and
you do?
apologized.
Okay. So let's have here apologize for.
Uh, my late.
All right. Then, in this case, we will be okay, ending your answer using either these right here or this one. Do you
Uh,
still remember one concluding phrase?
um,
Or let's talk about in the end first before we conclude so that we can round it off. Okay?
in
In the
the end,
end,
I I feel sorry. Um, I feel sorry to my friends and still need to listen to my mom. Mm. To my mom advice, advice. Yeah.
great job. So, do you still have more details that you would wish to add or none so far?
No.
Okay, so let's try to paraphrase your remaining sentences. Okay, so we have here resulting in an argument between us. When I arrived at the airport, you've mentioned we could have friends. Okay,
Yes.
already. Then here, since we
Yes.
have when I
Already.
arrived, yes, or we can
Had
use yes,
had
had
already
already.
started.
It had very good. Okay, making me feel sorry as, or we could try to say feel sorry and what else? Were you disappointed or Mhm.
And shame.
Okay. Or since it is your feeling, let's use ashamed. Okay, there you go. Then what about another vocabulary that we can use since you've mentioned are so expensive, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So perhaps you could have making me feel. What about sorry, ashamed, and then let's add here regretful. Okay,
Regret. Yes.
that's right. then let's add as here. So you felt regretful as well because of this one. All right. Okay. Air tickets are so expensive. In case you will be needing another vocabulary for so expensive, we have here breaks the bank or costs an arm and a leg. So let's try to practice your use of idioms. Okay, which one would you like to use between these two?
Uh, break the bank.
Okay, very good. So we could try to say as air tickets break the bank. Okay, there you go. All right. After about 8 or 9 hours, my friends sent me, or you could just add me here, okay, a message saying that they have, it happened in the past, have here should be
Add
had, okay. Some, then we could try to
fields.
remove some here, and let's
Uh,
just say a dispute, okay.
okay.
There you go. About splitting travel costs, as no one was there to cover my intended expenses. Very good. Consequently, I decided to contribute my part and let's add and here, okay? Apologize for my, instead of just saying late, we can say lateness,
Let's
or
me.
another vocabulary for late is tardy. So you can also say tardiness, okay?
Okay.
This one, tardiness. There we go. In the end, I feel sorry. Now, before we move on, let's use this one as your conclusion instead, okay? In the end, what did your friends do? Did they enjoy the trip?
Yes.
Okay, they, how would you like to add it?
Uh,
Or or I would like to teach you another vocabulary instead. Okay, so for the word enjoy, it means have fun, right?
yes.
And we have here the phrase have a
Blood.
blast, which is another example of an idiom. So let's
The
use
blood.
this one. Yes. So it happened in the past. We can then say they had a
Blood.
blast. Okay. Traveling, or let's have here exploring. Exploring where or what?
Japan.
While I
Uh, happiness. I feel
okay.
happy.
All right. Since it happened in the past, feel here should be
Felt.
very good. Then let's have here happy for, then let's use for them. Okay. There we go. While I felt happy for them and sorry for myself. Okay, because you weren't able to go to the trip, right? So let's add this detail. All right.
Yes.
Is it clear? Do you have some questions?
No.
All right. So since we now have here some things concerning your friends, we will be removing this detail and I would then like for you to practice. Have I taught you the phrase in a nutshell before?
Yes.
Okay, so we will be using this one to conclude and we will use this one as your conclusion. Okay. I still need to listen to my mom's advice. And then let's have here, I hope that in the future, yes, are you
Uh,
hoping to not miss another appointment?
no.
Okay. So perhaps you could say, and I hope that in the future I won't what?
I won't miss any important appointment.
Okay, there you have it. So this right here then is your full answer. So I will be pasting your answer right here on your teaching page so that you can still look at it as your reference. Okay. But I would just like to apologize since we already ran out of time. So I would like you to practice this one right after our class instead. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I guess that will then be all for tonight, Rachel. Thank you very much for your time. Keep up the good work. Okay, you're already doing great. Goodbye, Rachel, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much. Bye bye.